after the first play picked off. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. First carry for DeAndre Swift.
And a short gain down to about the 33. The numbers for him from a week ago: 13 carries, 62 yards.
They've won 2 straight games, and have done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a third down.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
They'll find Swift out of the backfield.
The pass. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And his kick here is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage.
Falcons 3, Buccaneers nothing.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
With the Bucs offense making their way back out on the field, let's take a look at the playoff picture, Charles, coming into the weekend in the NFC. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position #1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 64 yards. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
And he was able to pull that last pass in, but he's going to face a tall order here because he's going up against the #2 unit in the NFL against the pass.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
A gain of 13 yards.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Number 27, the ball carrier.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Johnson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming serviceable offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down.
46-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They'll look to throw now on first down. They find some open field here. Throwing opening, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went in the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
1st and 10 at the
on first down. Swift. Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
2nd and 4. This throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Now a carry for Swift. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Now Johnson on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. That catch good for only a couple. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
Number 27.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Operating from the gun, Johnson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the ball is knocked out, and the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. This off over the middle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. 1st down, and they go with Swift again. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The ball on the 8. Still could get a 1st down technically. 2nd and 7. Second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Metcalf once again the target, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And this one is right through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
Falcons 6.
So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Johnson, it's back 3. Football is hit.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. From the gun. Johnson, and the pressure gets to him again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Operating from the gun. Johnson. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews.
Johnson.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return.
1st and 10.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
They get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
To throw now on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They run out of the gun with Swift. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here's Swift. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Running is Swift. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. This will be caught at about the 5.
The pass.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. 5-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And the drive starts with a completion, left side.
The pass.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Johnson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Johnson's pass.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. Here's Johnson throwing on 1st down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Johnson steps away to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
A loss of 3 yards.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. From the gun, Johnson. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Andrews. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible. Hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They'll find Metcalf. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
A gain of...
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
At the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
3-yard pickup.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Johnson. Throw left side complete. It's Andrews. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. Back to throw. Johnson out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. His pass caught at the 4. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Tampa Bay.
A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs are just an extra point away from grabbing the lead now. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Oh, and you just can't do that. 15 yards on the roughing the kicker call.
Absolutely inexcusable. The kicker's in a defenseless position, and he just gets taken out.
And they will not get a chance to return through the end zone.